What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to give my prediction for the Tennessee Vols versus the Missouri Tigers. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. This is an interesting matchup, guys, and I've been looking at the stats. And of course, we all know Tennessee is coming off a loss against the Georgia Bulldogs. A great game, guys, but Tennessee went on the road in Athens, Georgia, and just couldn't get anything done offensively against a great Georgia team, guys. And Hendon Hooker just couldn't get in the groove. Probably like the crowd noise had a lot to do with things, and they're looking to bounce back, guys. And they're going against a team in Missouri. It's not had the type of season that they would like to have, but a very scrappy team, guys. And start with the stats. Of course, Tennessee has Hendon Hooker. He's thrown for 2,533 yards, 21 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and was on his way to potentially winning the Heisman. I don't know if this hurts his Heisman chances of winning, but definitely one of the great quarterbacks in the league, and like to redeem himself. Definitely one of the best quarterbacks. And of course, they're going against, Missouri's Brady Cook. He's thrown for 1,795 yards with 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. So he's going against a great quarterback in Hendon Hooker, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this matchup. Of course, Missouri has Cody Schrader. He's ran for 509 yards for 5 touchdowns. Pretty good running back. And Tennessee has Jalen Wright, another great running back. He's run for 547 yards for 6 touchdowns. And of course, they have Jabari Smalls as well. So Tennessee has 2 good, running backs, coming out the backfield. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Dominic Lovett from Missouri, he has 659 yards for 2 touchdowns. And of course, Tennessee has Jalen Hyatt, very, very athletic guy, has speed, has breakaway speed. It's hard to contain this guy. He has 970 yards on the season with 14 touchdowns. So he's approaching 1,000 yards, guys. Very, very great athlete. And I'm looking at points per game. Missouri is averaging 23 points per game, and Tennessee is averaging 45 points per game. So Tennessee has the huge advantage. Tennessee has one of the best offenses in the country. In my opinion, the best offense in the country. So of course, Tennessee has the huge advantage there. Points allowed per game, Missouri is allowing 21.4 points a game. Tennessee is allowing 21.7. So they're equally matched as far as points allowed per game, guys. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Total yards, Missouri is allowing averaging 350 total yards per game. Tennessee is getting 523 yards per game. So clearly, advantage goes to Tennessee. Breaking that down, Tennessee is averaging 335 through the air, and they're averaging 187 on the ground. Very balanced attack, guys. Like I said, a very, very hard offense to stop. Missouri's, you break theirs down, they're averaging 203 in the air, and they're averaging 146 on the ground. So Missouri is a really, really good running team, So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Yards allowed, Missouri's only allowing 304 yards per game to opponents. Tennessee is allowing 392 yards to opponents. So Missouri has the advantage there. Missouri has a slightly better defense. Missouri's only allowing 192 yards through the air, and they're only allowing 112 on the ground, versus Tennessee is allowing 295 through the air and only 97 on the ground. So actually, Tennessee has the better run defense of the two. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Missouri, of course, played Georgia really, really close, but lost the game 26-22. Then they went to Florida and lost 24-17. Florida played them pretty tough. Vanderbilt, they played Vanderbilt at home and beat them 17-14. Went to South Carolina, beat them 23-10. Then went back home and played Kentucky and lost 21-17. So like I said, Missouri Tigers just a team that's not really a good team, but been up and down. Like I said, managed to beat South Carolina and Vanderbilt. Those two teams are not, considered, the higher echelon of the SEC right now, but still two tough teams to beat. Like I said, going on the road to South Carolina, that was a good win, and then beating Vanderbilt at home. So that's their some of their two victories that they had. Tennessee, on the other hand, you're looking at their big games. Of course, they beat Pitt early on in the season. Went on the road to LSU, beat them 40-13, something my Crimson Tide couldn't be able to do. So, got a huge victory over a great LSU team. So, people forget that, Tennessee beat LSU on the road. Then, of course, at home, they hosted Alabama, beat us 52-49. One of the best games I've ever seen. Like I said, we could not stop their offense. Like saying the best offense in the country. And of course, to beat UT Martin 65-24. Hosted Kentucky, beat them 44-6. Huge. The defense showed up that game for Tennessee. And of course, we all know against Georgia, they had to go on the road and lost to Georgia 27-13. The score doesn't show, how dominant Georgia was in that game. It seems like it was, it was closer than it was, but Georgia completely, took control of that game. And they went, like I said, Tennessee went on the road, but like I said, I think crowd noise may have had, something to do with it. But nevertheless, Tennessee is definitely one of the best teams in the country. And if I had to give my prediction for this game, I'm looking at the spread. They currently have minus 21 for Tennessee. I can definitely see that. Like I said, Tennessee is a hard team to stop offensively, and they're looking to bounce back, and I think they're going to get the victory, guys. If I had to give a prediction for the game, I'm thinking 38 to 38 to, let's see. No, I'm going to say 40. I'm going to say 41 to 21. I say that. 41-21. I think Missouri will be able to run the ball a little bit. Georgia was able to run the ball, all over Tennessee's defense. And like I said, Tennessee has one of the best run defenses in the country. But I think Missouri has some success, in this game. But ultimately, they won't be able to stop Tennessee's offense. And that's just me giving a score off the top of my head. Like I said, 41-21. Tennessee might hold them to less points than that. Like I said, they might just shut Missouri's rushing attack all the way down. But I say 41-21. And that's my prediction. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Man, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.